currently just finished bagging up the first batch of Lego Technic for washing so that they can be sorted. Then I got a whole bunch of it still left in the tub over here. And then got another tub of it over here still, all filled to the brim with Technic. And this is a pretty large container. It's an 80-liter tote, I believe. And I might have some more Technic in the backlog. I'll have to look again before I start sorting it. But overall, it should be a pretty good one to get listed. I just finished pulling the orders for the from over the weekend. Have a decent amount of Bricklink and Brickowl orders, along with a good amount of eBay orders. Sold Indiana Jones again. I think I've sold him 15 times now on eBay. He's quite popular right now, and I've got, let's see over here. Let me just quickly grab a box. I kind of stocked up on him the other time, so if you need Indiana Jones minifigures, I got a couple more to go. So, yeah, got a good amount for a while. And I think I'm still expecting some more parts in the mail. And I sell a few non-Lego things every now and then, but generally, I mostly sell Lego. Just got this in the mail. Let's see if it's what I think it is. Yep, there it is. Dijon with the guy that sounds like a Star Wars character. So yeah, got the man. For those who don't know, the mustard was part of a very interesting forum discussion on the Bricklink forums that has a while ago, but it was a good forum. I'll see if I can find it, and then if I can, I'll link it in the video. It was interesting, that forum. Surprised it did not get destroyed and banned by the moderators instantly. I had a few more orders come in since last night, but now they're all packed up and they are about to get shipped out. So I'll check back in once everything's packed up. To save space in my work area, I have this box that I fill up with envelopes. So when envelopes start to run low, I go into a furnace room, which is in our basement, and I just have a box filled with envelopes. And then I just grab all sorts of different sizes of envelopes and just refill up my box every time it starts to run a little bit low. And then this way, it just saves so much space as opposed to having 3 massive boxes that will be sitting there for ages when I can just have one tiny tote instead. And it seems to work pretty well. So if you're low on space, this is a good option if you need a variety of envelopes. So an update on the business cards, or thank you cards from eBay. They do fit in the envelopes, but it's pretty much only you can put the business cards in. They are almost physically impossible to remove from the envelope once they're inside. But I mean, I got a whole bunch of them, and I might as well use them. So, yeah. One tip I have for shipping out capes is if you put it in between 2 business cards, and then put them together and then put them in a larger bag, then it adds good resistance in shipping, because when the cards bend, they just bend back to their original form a lot easier than if it was just a piece of cardboard, which either is a pain to try and cut out the proper sizes for, or if you don't have any protection, they can easily get messed up in shipping. But if you put a cape in a small bag and then surrounded by 2 business cards and then put it in a larger bag, which I'll try and do real quick, like this, here, then you have one of the best possible ways that you can ship a cape or a piece of fabric out without it getting damaged during shipping. See, if you bend it a bit, it just bends right back. It's pretty good bend-proof shipping. The orders are now all packed up and getting ready to go to the post office. I actually use my recycle container for storage and transportation to the post office, since it's always clean and it's always a perfectly sized container that's nearby when I work. It's always empty when I get it. And so then I just grab the letter mail orders and I put them all in the bottom of the container. And then I put the parcel orders on the top of the container and keep them separate, because I go to 2 separate places. I drop off my parcel orders at Chit Chats because they have cheaper parcel options, and then they have a Canada Post letter mail box nearby, and then all the letter mail gets put in that box there. Just got back from shipping orders out. It is crazy hot out today. I think it was almost 40 degrees when I went out to ship orders out, but I'm back now, finally in the air-conditioned basement, and it is so much nicer here. But I'm gonna take a break now, play the Xbox a bit, and then I'll have to get back to work sooner than later. One thing I just absolutely love doing is selling random parts for a whole bunch of money. I just sold this 6x14 dark red plate for $22 and this 2x2 tile for $35. It's amazing what people pay for Lego. I rebuilt a handful of the minifigures I sold on eBay. I wasn't going to rebuild too many of them, but these ones I know I had the parts for, and so I just rebuilt them, got them relisted already. And this one I thought I had the parts for, but I was missing a head, but I was able to get a few of them relisted before I eventually will tackle a pile when that thing starts going a whole bunch again. Just finished sorting my 2x3 dark tan plates. There wasn't too many of them, so it was a pretty fast sort. And next up, I'm going to be doing some 2x3 dark blue plates. Just finished the dark blue 2x3 plates, and next I think I'm going to be doing a couple of stickered parts from that container. I'll check back in a minute once I get a container with a couple of them. Generally, whenever I list stickered parts, I just grab a tray and take them out of the container and list them tray by tray, because there's just so many stickered parts, and the odds are of there being two stickered parts that are in the exact same condition is unlikely. So I generally just list them at the same one at a time instead of trying to get a whole bunch together. But for more common prints, like for example these 1x1 bricks with eyes and stuff like that, I put them in this container over here, and then once I've gone through the entire container, I filled up this container multiple times and I put them into shoe boxes, and then once it's all done, I'll then sort those ones by print and then list those ones all in one go. But it's more efficient for the sticker parts in general to list them as one-offs, because it's better that way for the most part. It's the next day now, and I am going to try and first finish this tray, and then I'll start getting back to listing some bulk again. I got the table clear again. Hopefully by the end of the day it'll be filled up with containers and boxes full of parts ready to be put away. For my drying station, we set up a blanket and usually a plastic fabric underneath, and then we have a fan on one side, and it's just in a hallway in the basement. And then we grab bags of washed Lego, and then we basically just dump it out on the bags, dump the bags out onto the sheet, and then turn the fan on, and usually in less than a day it'll be completely dry. And then once that's done, I put it back in a container, grab the next one, and wash it, dry it, put it in the container, and usually you can cycle through the Lego pretty fast. I'll check back in once I have all of it dumped out onto the blanket. Okay, I've now dumped out the Technic onto the mat here. This is the first of 3, I'm thinking maybe 4 loads of Technic that will have to get washed and dried. But there is just so much Technic. There's a few other things mixed in, but it's mostly all Technic. I can only imagine how many rare parts are mixed in here, because with Technic, even though most parts aren't worth too much, a lot of them are pretty good, like these bricks with holes are usually pretty good sellers, and there's just lots of parts that are unassuming that are worth quite a bit that are always mixed in with Technic. So it'll be definitely a lot of fun going through and listing it. Just some behind the scenes editing. I'm currently editing the video you're watching right now, watching a bit of Ace Attorney, and trying to edit the video. For some reason the quality was bad, but it seems to be mostly better now. And just wanted to do a better exit for the video and outro, because the audio cut off a little bit on the last clip. So this is the outro of the video. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below, and I'll try my best to answer any questions you may have. Thank you for watching.